Well, hello, this is Steve, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to track down a 404 page error. And I've got some good news and bad news for you. The good news is I can absolutely show you how to find the cause of the 404 page error. The bad news is Clickmagick itself does not generate 404 page errors. So once we find the bad URL, the one that's causing the trouble, you're going to have to go and research that yourself to get that fixed. But I can actually help you find the cause of the error. So let's first of all show you a few examples of what a 404 page error might look like. I've gone to Google here and just searched for a few, and you can see they're all different styles of 404 page errors. So whatever you see, you're going to either see 404 error or you're going to see page not found. For example, this one right here just says not found. But the page is going to say it's not found, and that's almost always because of a bad URL. So let me show you how you can track down those bad URLs. So first we're going to take a simple link here. This is just a straight link. I'm going to go ahead and edit it. And we can see here that this is my link, and this is where it's going. Now for a simple link like this, I can click preview, and it will go ahead and pull up the page. And look, it says it's a 404, it's not found. So what that tells me is that this link is bad. So somewhere in that link, I have a mistake. It's a typing mistake or something, but it has nothing to do with Clickmagick. I've got to go track down that link and look at primarily the domain, and that might tell me the support desk to go to and look at that. Now, what I'm going to suggest you do is rather than use preview, because if you're split testing or doing some other things, preview might not show you the 404 page error you're looking for, because if I click preview here, it might not pull up this link. If I'm doing a split test, it might pull up a different link. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is, even though you can use preview for the primary URL, I'm going to suggest you get in the habit of selecting the actual URL, going up, copying it, opening a new tab, and pasting it in. So here what we have is we're pasting in the URL, and I'm hitting enter, and now we see the 404. And what that does is that proves to you that it is not inside of Clickmagick that's actually causing this error, because I have pasted this URL in a completely separate tab, and now we know absolutely for certain this is the URL that is causing the problem, and now we can fix it. So that's how you track down a 404 page error in a simple link. Now let me show you a split test here. Okay, you can tell that the BizOp here is a split test because it's got this AB symbol here. So let me go ahead and open it up. I'm going to edit it. Now here's the main URL. Now again, if I click preview on a split test, it might pull up one of the split test URLs and not this primary URL. So what I'm going to do is select this. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it into a brand new tab. I'm going to hit the enter key, and we see that that URL works. So we know that in this particular example, this URL is not bad. That is a good URL. So that's not the cause of the 404 error in this particular split test link. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the other link. So I'm going to choose the gear. I'm going to go down to split testing, and that's going to show me two more links that are in this split test. So I'm going to check those links. Now I could go ahead and copy these and paste them in and do it that way, but within a split test itself, it's perfectly okay to choose the preview button, because the only link it's ever going to pull up is this very link. So I'm going to choose preview, and there you see that link pulls up correctly. So we know this link is valid. That's not causing the 404 error. So we're going to try this link, the only link left. I'm going to click on that, and look, it says we cannot locate the website. Now it doesn't say 404 page error here, but we know that this is the cause of it. So what that tells me is there's something wrong with this URL. With this website, I've made a spelling mistake, I've done something, but I have to go back to this source and find out why that source is generating an error for me. Again, it's not a Clickmagick error. So when you get these errors, we can't help you with them. That's the bad side. Once we locate the error, you have to go off and actually find out why it's generating the error on your own. So that's how you would find it with a split test. Just check the primary URL and then preview each link. And by the way, if I had tested this very first link and found that it had a 404 page error, go ahead and check the next link as well, because if you have one that's an error, you might possibly have a second link that's an error. So just go ahead and check them all while you're making the test. So that's how you test both the primary and a split test link. You test both of those. That's going to be 95% of the cases that anybody's ever going to have. You'll probably never experience a situation that is not one of those two cases. But just for thoroughness, let's assume that you've checked the primary URL and you've checked all the split test URLs and none of them is generating an error. Well, there are a few more advanced URLs that could be causing the error. So let's take a look at this third link here, this mobile BizOp link that I have. We'll edit that. Now we can come down here. Here's the primary URL. Again, because it's primary, I'm absolutely going to copy it. I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to paste it and hit return. And we see that that link works. So the primary link in this example is not the problem. So we want to show advanced settings. So I'm going to click advanced settings and then I'm going to come down and I'm going to check the advanced settings. We're going to see if there are any other URLs in this list. We scroll down and here are some URLs. We have a backup URL. There's nothing in that, so that can't be causing the mistake. Now here's the mobile URL. We have a website there or a URL there. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it in, as always, hit return. That pulls up a website, so that's not the bad link. So now I would do it for this one, I would do it for this one, and those are the only other URLs. And I would test each one of these URLs and see if there's a bad URL. And if so, then I would find out why and get that corrected, edit this link, and come back to it. Now, if you've gone through these 4 links and you're still not finding the bad URL that's generating the 404 error, then there's one other location you should check. And that is you go up here to your user menu, you pop that down, check your user profile, and in this we have some default system settings, and one of those is called traffic. And we have a backup URL here that gets used if you ever enter a URL in Clickmagick and Clickmagick cannot find out what link it belongs to. It will use this backup URL. So I've got it selected. I'm going to do the same sequence of events. I'm going to edit it, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to try it out. That one works. So now I've shown you every possible location you could have a bad URL. So just go through, if you get a 404 page error, systematically go through them all and just determine which one is causing the error, then go find and fix it and paste it back into your link, and then your link should be working correctly. So this is Steve McGuire with Clickmagick. If you have any trouble, just contact the support desk, submit a ticket, and we'll take care of it. Thanks so much.